Imagine an ordinary young man from a small American town who rises to become a conservative icon, a close ally of Donald Trump, shaking up the political landscape with fiery campus debates. But behind this public image lies family secrets, surprising private stories, like his marriage to an older beauty queen, the birth of 2 children amid national controversies, and scandals that rattle the media. And then, the ultimate drama, a shocking assassination at a public event, on September 10, 2025, at exactly 12:20 p.m. One fatal bullet shattered a life, live, before thousands of witnesses. In this video, you'll uncover what really happened that day, the hidden motives, the explosive reactions that followed, and how this tragedy reveals the deep fractures of our society. Suspense guaranteed. We'll go behind the scenes of his life, reveal exclusives about his personal battles, and reflect on how such an intense journey can either inspire us or warn us about the dangers we all face. Are you ready for a 15 minutes introspective journey that will leave its mark? For those who are new to life experience, welcome to a space dedicated to true stories that touch us at the deepest level. Here, we don't settle for dry facts. We dive into fascinating biographies, uncover celebrity secrets, explore dramatic scandals, and reveal the hidden struggles behind seemingly glamorous lives. From shocking headlines to exclusive revelations, our goal is to transform these stories into life lessons for you. Together, we learn, reflect, and grow with every video. So, if you love these deep dives, hit subscribe, tap the bell icon, and drop a like right now. It really helps us share these stories with more people. Alright, let's dive in. Let's start with the roots, because every life experience begins there, doesn't it? Charlie James Kirk was born on October 14, 1993, in Arlington Heights, a wealthy suburb of Chicago, Illinois. His father, Robert W. Kirk, was a talented architect, known for working on landmark projects like the Trump Tower in Chicago, an irony, considering Charlie's future path. His mother was a devoted homemaker who later became a mental health counselor, instilling values of resilience and evangelical Christian faith. Growing up in a conservative household, dinner tables often turned into heated discussions about politics and morality. Charlie, the eldest of 2 brothers, was raised in a home where honesty, hard work, and defending traditions were sacred values. As a teenager at Wheeling High School, Charlie wasn't the top student, but he stood out in debate. He volunteered for Republican Senator Mark Kirk's campaign, no relation, but perhaps an inspiration. By 16, he was already writing essays for conservative outlets like Breitbart News, criticizing what he saw as liberal indoctrination in schools. But not everything came easy. He applied to West Point, the elite military academy, and was rejected. That failure pushed him toward the Tea Party movement. By 18, he enrolled at Harper College, a community college, but dropped out after 1 year to pursue activism full-time. Influenced by Tea Party veteran Bill Montgomery, Charlie co-founded Turning Point USA, PUSA, in 2012, aiming to counter liberal influence on college campuses. At first, it was small. No budget, no office. Charlie still lived with his parents, slept on an air mattress, and traveled the Midwest in a van to organize debates. Then came the turning point. At the 2012 Republican National Convention, he met conservative millionaire Foster Friess by chance in a stairwell, and convinced him in minutes to fund PUSA. That moment launched the organization into the big leagues, growing from pennies to millions in annual donations. But with success came scandals. Critics accused PUSA of being a grift, enriching insiders with donor money. Reports revealed luxury trips and condos linked to the organization. Charlie defended himself, saying his work justified every cent. It makes you wonder, how often does ambition push us into compromises that change who we are? Have you ever faced a moment where success tested your values? Drop your thoughts in the comments. This is our first question for you. Now let's move to his rapid rise, when Charlie Kirk became a political debate star. Picture a simple table, 2 chairs, and a sign that reads, "Prove me wrong." That was his signature setup starting in 2013. He toured liberal campuses, debating hot topics: immigration, abortion, LGBT rights, gun laws. His views were bold, often explosive. A staunch pro-lifer, he called abortion a modern Holocaust. On guns, he argued, mass shootings are the price of freedom under the Second Amendment. On gender identity, biology is not a choice. On immigration, he warned of an invasion threatening America's identity. These hardline views, rooted in his Christian faith, skyrocketed his following. Millions on X, Instagram, TikTok. His podcast, The Charlie Kirk Show, became a daily hit. But drama followed. In 2016, Pusa launched the Professor Watch List, blacklisting liberal professors. Critics called it harassment. In 2018, reports surfaced of a toxic workplace inside Pusa, including sexual harassment claims settled out of court. During COVID-19, Charlie spread conspiracy theories, calling it the China virus, comparing vaccines to medical apartheid, and getting suspended from Twitter. He also amplified Trump's claims of election fraud, even busing supporters to the January 6th rally. With fame came threats. He wore bulletproof vests, traveled with bodyguards, and lived under constant danger. One famous moment. In 2019, debating postmodernism at Oxford Union, critics mocked his lack of a college degree. He fired back, "I don't need a piece of paper to be right." Introspectively, these battles show how convictions can isolate us. In a polarized world where words become weapons, how do you protect your inner peace from constant opposition? That's our second question for you. Beyond politics, Charlie was a husband, father, and man of faith. In 2018, he met Erica Franceva in New York, a former Miss Arizona USA, athlete, and real estate entrepreneur, 5 years older than him. Their first date? A debate about Christian faith. For Charlie, Erica was God's greatest gift. They got engaged in 2020, married in May 2021 in a small ceremony, and later welcomed 2 children, a daughter in 2022 and a son in 2024. Charlie kept their names private, saying, "That's nobody's business but ours." But life in the spotlight wasn't easy. Erica faced rumors of sacrificing her career, accusations of age gap dynamics, and constant fear for Charlie's safety. Still, their marriage was anchored in the Bible and resilience. In an exclusive 2023 podcast, Erica said, "Charlie taught me to put family above all else." It raises the question, how do you balance love and ambition when outside pressure threatens everything? That's our third and final question for you. Of course, private life couldn't escape public controversy. In 2022, Pusa was accused of financial mismanagement, donor funds allegedly redirected into high salaries for insiders. Charlie's alliance with Trump defined him. From 2016 onward, he campaigned with Donald Trump Jr., became chairman of Students for Trump, and published the MAGA Doctrine in 2020, a bestseller promoting Christian nationalism. Critics labeled him Islamophobic, homophobic, and a climate change denier. Yet by 2024, he was a decisive force in Trump's comeback, mobilizing thousands of young voters in swing states. Pusa insiders, however, leaked stories of toxic culture, favoritism, and misconduct. Charlie dismissed it all. "We fight for truth. Haters will always attack us." And then came the tragic climax, September 10, 2025, at exactly 12:20 p.m. At Utah Valley University, during his American Comeback Tour, Charlie addressed 3,000 people under an outdoor tent. As he was answering a question about mass shootings, irony struck. A sniper's bullet hit his neck. Chaos erupted. Thousands screamed as security rushed him away. He was pronounced dead 2 hours later at Timpanogos Hospital. The suspect, 22-year-old Tyler Robinson, was arrested days later, identified by his own father. FBI footage revealed his chilling preparation, entering campus at 11:52, climbing stairs, firing, then fleeing into a nearby neighborhood. Reactions were explosive.
To my great fellow Americans, I am filled with grief and anger at the heinous assassination of Charlie Kirk on a college campus in Utah. Charlie inspired millions, and tonight, all who knew him and loved him are united in shock and horror. Charlie was a patriot who devoted his life to the cause of open debate and the country that he loved so much, the United States of America. He fought for liberty, democracy, justice, and the American people. He's a martyr for truth and freedom, and there's never been anyone who was so respected by youth. Charlie was also a man of deep, deep faith, and we take comfort in the knowledge that he is now at peace with God in heaven. Our prayers are with his wife, Erica, the two young, beloved children, and his entire family, who he loved more than anything in the world. We ask God to watch over them in this terrible hour of heartache and pain. This is a dark moment for America. Charlie Kirk traveled the nation, joyfully engaging with everyone interested in good faith debate. His mission was to bring young people into the political process, which he did better than anybody ever, to share his love of country and to spread the simple words of common sense. On campuses nationwide, he championed his ideas with courage, logic, humor, and grace. It's a long past time for all Americans and the media to confront the fact that violence and murder are the tragic consequence of demonizing those with whom you disagree day after day, year after year, in the most hateful and despicable way possible. For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today, and it must stop right now. My administration will find each and every one of those who contributed to this atrocity and to other political violence, including the organizations that fund it and support it, as well as those who go after our judges, law enforcement officials, and everyone else who brings order to our country. From the attack on my life in Butler, Pennsylvania last year, which killed a husband and father, to the attacks on ICE agents, to the vicious murder of a healthcare executive in the streets of New York, to the shooting of House Majority Leader Steve Scalise and 3 others, radical left political violence has hurt too many innocent people and taken too many lives. Tonight, I ask all Americans to commit themselves to the American values for which Charlie Kirk lived and died, the values of free speech, citizenship, the rule of law, and the patriotic devotion and love of God. Charlie was the best of America, and the monster who attacked him was attacking our whole country. An assassin tried to silence him with a bullet, but he failed, because together we will ensure that his voice, his message, and his legacy will live on for countless generations to come. Today, because of this heinous act, Charlie's voice has become bigger and grander than ever before, and it's not even close. May God bless his memory, may God watch over his family, and may God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Trump declared, "The legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. A dark day caused by the violence of the radical left." Biden responded, "We must end this cycle of violence." Online, polarization raged. Some mourned deeply, others mocked with cruel memes. And it forces us to ask, do our words, our online hate, lay the groundwork for real-world violence? Charlie Kirk's life was a story of extremes, from college dropout to MAGA millionaire, from campus firebrand to political martyr.
God, he's definitely dead. Oh my God, I can't believe I just saw that. Oh my God.
His journey mixed faith, ambition, scandals, and a tragic end. But beyond the controversies, his story teaches us timeless lessons. Live with passion, protect those you love, and debate with respect, without dehumanizing others. His death at 12:20 p.m. on September 10th reminds us, polarization can kill. Thank you for joining this journey. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Together, let's reflect and build a better world. See you soon on Life Experience.